Something that's always been famous in pop culture is someone impersonating someone else. And with social media, it's only increased every year. It went from people impersonating Elvis and MJ, trying to learn their dance moves and songs to a perfect T, to now clones of Kai Cenats taking pictures with people on the street.
Hey, shut up! Tell us something, twin. Hey, Kai, shut up.
Like, bro, did you really need to get a whole shirt for this thing? I remember impersonators growing up, and they used to purely impersonate some of the most famous people on the planet. And now it's basically anybody with a following. Get 100k followers on TikTok and someone out there is probably gonna impersonate you. In the social media age, the reason why it's a lot more common is because you can make a bag from it. We've reached a point now where as long as you have attention by the internet for a split second, companies are ready to throw whatever funds at you. True, Hawk Tua got sponsored by companies, scammed the out of whatever her audience was supposed to be, then left the internet to never be seen again and came back to 9 viewers. Guess you can say she couldn't Hawk Tua out of it. Y'all can unsub for that one. I got this idea recently because there's been this really big Michael Jackson impersonator who's been getting on by the internet. And I didn't even know who this guy was until recently. But apparently he's been known online for a while as a weirdo and his name is Fabio Jackson. By the way, if you couldn't tell, his real last name is not Jackson. He just added it for the persona. And off of first look, I'm not gonna lie, he looks exactly like MJ in the second half of his career. At least I think so. People be roasting him saying he looks like Sandra Bullock. I can see that one too, but hey, Miranda Cosgrove looks like Michael Jackson, so like, you know, why not? Not a bad face impersonation, but you know what they say. With great power of impersonating a famous celebrity and riding their style to fame, and having no actual talent to become a content creator and work for it, comes great responsibility, and he has not used it. Just recently, as most of y'all know, the Michael Jackson biopic trailer came out. The person who's gonna be playing him is his nephew, Jafar Jackson. Mainly because he looks really similar to him. He's also been training to sing like Michael and dance like him since he was a kid, so it makes perfect sense. Deadass, there's no difference between him and Michael's singing. It's kind of uncanny. Of course, when the trailer came out, people spammed Fabio Jackson to watch it as his biggest impersonator. And by the look of him watching the trailer, he seemed almost pissed he didn't get the role.
We've waited for so long for this.
He might actually think he's MJ who got snubbed of his own role. And because of this single reaction, everyone on the internet has been clowning him for it. One of the things that's funny about it too is he couldn't even get the role because Michael Jackson was black through half his life. Like, how the would he even do MJ when he made Thriller? He'd have to do blackface instead. And you would think with him being this mad and wanting the role himself, he could at least dance like him and be able to pull off the second half of his career. But judging by the dance video he posted, that ain't working. He's hitting the scratching in my ass emote. The is this? He's also been doing this full time for about 5 years, so you would think he would be better at it. And due to everyone clowning him on his reaction, he responded to the backlash in one of the cringiest ways possible. First, he said that since he had nothing to say, he doesn't understand why people are bashing him for his reaction.
Exactly, I didn't say anything. So this is about my reaction to the Michael biopic. And it kind of seems surprising to me that so many people didn't know who was going to play the main role.
I don't think a lot of people needed him to say anything. The reaction spoke for itself. It's not like he tried to hide it and fake smile through it, getting some false allegations of smiling through the pain. Meanwhile, he's trying to practice his moonwalk, just crying in the dark or wishing he got the role. It's giving the vibe of a kid trying to not show they're mad, but they have their arms shrugged up together. If it was me watching a trailer of one of my favorite musicians or actors of all time, I'ma at least crack some smiles and feel good about it. Especially if it was a good trailer, and that MJ movie trailer was pretty good. It's funny though, because immediately after this, you can tell he's lying about what he said before, because he starts saying we can't judge it until it's out, and everyone who was hyped up reacting to the trailer is faking it for views and clout.
It's hard to say anything at the present moment because all we got was glimpses. All we got was silhouettes. All we got was short shots, you know, and all we got was bouquet effect, you know. It's not enough to say anything, and then you can see my reaction. I'm sorry if I don't react like your casual, you know, normal YouTuber, streamer, or Twitch streamer, or whatever, you know. They be hyping that thing just for views.
Crazy because no one's saying he had to say it's already one of the best Michael Jackson movies of all time. People were just saying that the actual trailer was good, and usually when a movie trailer is good, it leads to the movie being good or pretty good. No different from hyping up a Marvel movie that may come out and you're hyped up thinking about how good it's gonna be. The whole response came off with him looking even more jealous of Jafar getting the role. It's not surprising to think he's jealous when he's literally getting nose jobs to look like Michael Jackson. I know you guys must be shocked looking at his face thinking he must have gotten nose surgeries to look like that. But yes, he did not have this nose originally until he got surgery a couple years ago. Which I'm sure he'll say it wasn't because of MJ, but come on. There's also this other big video of him going up to another Michael Jackson impersonator. And he's acting like he's the real Michael Jackson watching an impersonator of himself. I can imagine the Jackson family looking at clips of him and laughing, thinking, who the f does this think he is? Anytime he gets confronted on him being cringe too, he'll say things like you're doing it for clicks or clout. Which is funny coming from the person whose whole persona online is impersonating someone else. Out of all people, he cannot be the one saying anyone's doing anything for clout. And people also don't like him because he randomly started flaunting his political views. I think you can judge by this image what they may have been. Does he think MJ would support Netanyahu ever in his life? He must have not listened to a single MJ song in his whole life. The same MJ that wrote a song about Palestine back in 1993 before the public even knew what was happening. Then when the bills was low, he decided to start writing MAGA. Funny because he's Brazilian and it sounds like he struggles with English. Like, ICE will just take your ass and ship you half across the world, bro, without checking you. Bro forgot that he's a Michael Jackson impersonator and not an actual content creator what takes people want to hear. And some people will say, well, since Michael was friends with Trump back in the day, he would probably support him now. Not really a good argument to die on considering Trump lost a ton of his friends after getting into politics. That is straight up the defense from a bunch of his fanboys and fangirls. Basically every famous person was friends with Trump and some of them straight up just hate him now. Does that mean all of a sudden they're friends with him still? Might just be me, but I don't think Michael would be hitting the YMCA dance while ICE snatches up random people in the street. He could have really been a guy who cashed in easy on his looks doing cameos for people and making a bag. Sitting back and reaping the benefits just for looking like one of the most famous men on earth. But now the whole internet and even Justin Bieber is clowning his antics.
You ever see that video of the fake Michael crossing his arms and looking at the other fake Michael?
Yeah.
No.
Like, he looking at him like he the real Michael.
like he the real Mike.
Well, if you just sit your ass down.
Neither one of y'all niggas are real.
Neither one of y'all niggas is the real Michael.
The next person we got might top him and be worse somehow. And that's Paige Niemann, aka Ariana Grande's lookalike. Just like Fabio Jackson, looking at her by her resemblance, it's damn near the same. You would definitely confuse them on the street and think it's Ariana Grande. She had the almost opposite type of connection of who she was impersonating compared to Fabio, because Fabio at times came off like he didn't really like Michael as much as he liked impersonating him. Paige Niemann was and is
possessively obsessed with Ariana Grande.
She's probably out there right now praying to a statue of her. She got big by posting TikToks of her impersonating either Kat from Victorious or any famous memes Ariana Grande was known for. And people of course spam the comments with telling her she looks exactly like her. This could have been a fan who simply was good at doing makeup and looked up to Ariana Grande and liked her. Until they found a video of her as a kid in her room, and the best music to go with this is a horror track.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing a room tour.
By the way, she's apparently 12 in that video. If my 12-year-old daughter's room looks like that, I'm checking her into a mental facility immediately. I understand a couple of posters, but your whole room being one person is absolutely unexplainable. At a certain point, it goes from appreciation to idol worship, and this is it. The strange thing about her too is she morphs her look depending on what era Ariana Grande is in. If it's normal Ariana Grande, she can do it. If it's black Ariana Grande, she can do it. If it's the new and pale looking Ariana Grande from Wicked, she can do it. I fully believe at a certain point with these impersonators, they get told so much they look like the person they're copying that they end up thinking they're them. Like, blood, you was not on the team. Ariana Grande responded to this a couple years ago saying it was weird, where she was being nice with it, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume now she probably hates her. And I don't blame her. Some fans of celebrities don't know when to stop pushing it too far, because they forget all these people is people who are human beings who got famous. There is no difference between you and some celeb or content creator out there. Except for me, there's a difference. She really started getting hated on when she decided to open an OnlyFans on the day she turned 18. Bad Baby has set back society with this shit. At this point, every child star in the future when they turn 18 are gonna open an OF. I'm sick of it, man. Like, what happened to giving life a chance? At least wait a year or two or something. This is worse considering she got famous for imitating an A-list celebrity who probably already has a bunch of weird down bad dudes trying to find her and dox her. Now all they gotta do is open her page and get their nut off. And what is Ariana Grande gonna do? Sue? You can't sue someone for looking and copying your mannerisms. It's a lose-lose situation. She probably thought when she was younger that one day she was gonna meet her idol and it was gonna be the best day of her life. And now her idol is hoping she gets sued out the ass for being a weirdo. If you look at her videos too, the cancellations don't work because she gets millions of views on TikTok. She still this year got invited to the red carpet for a Warner Bros. Movie. We can't exactly say how much she made from her OnlyFans because no one knows, but we can assume it was enough to retire after a year. Think of all the types of dudes out there who are freaked out over Ariana Grande, but they'll never get to see her body. And now with Paige, it's only the price of a Big Mac meal. People also point out old videos and accuse her of exploiting Ariana Grande's looks, because without makeup, the resemblance drops a ton. Certain makeup gotta be banned, because how do you go from this to this? Over time, she's had less relevance because of all these controversies going on. This being less relevance is kind of funny, but yeah, at a certain point, she was kind of trending everywhere. I don't even know if that matters though, considering the bag she's made. She did get banned on TikTok for a while due to impersonation. Surprised because Fabio Jackson, who got surgery to look like Michael Jackson, never got it. But we can assume it's because she literally is impersonating someone famous and listing her naked body up for sale. A TikTok higher up saw how much money they were losing though and definitely unbanned her. She still gets millions of views, so a bag is still a bag to them. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know what y'all think about this. If I see a TommyNFG impersonator trying to steal my likeness, you will be sued. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.